name is Tamara, and I'm a partner at ROART, which is the architecture and construction management firm that renovated this building, along with several others. I was a junior architect, and we were lucky. We had a client that was growing really fast. They were a developer. They contracted us to be their kind of in-house architect. They were really expanding, and they purchased a lot of empty lots all throughout Brooklyn. So we did, in a course of 5 years, probably 18 new construction buildings. So it was kind of a crash course in how to build in New York City. I'm part owner of the company, so I have a percentage ownership. I do things like I write contracts, invoice clients as a partner, and then I do project management, and then I'm also responsible for workflow. So I'm always making sure that people have enough work, that people are staying busy, that they're learning, and that things are running smoothly. One of the biggest challenges has been confidence. I think it's something that people don't want to admit, but everybody questions it, and it grows, you know? So like where I am now, I feel confident in the decisions that I make, but it took me a while to get there. And I'd say that's probably been my biggest challenge. Sounds like everybody says it, but I'm always learning something. This is the type of industry when you kind of overlap architecture and construction that you are always learning. I think the most successful projects that I've had are the ones where I have a really good relationship with my client. Yeah. And I think that just comes with like time and patience, you know, and commitment. Yeah. You know, you really, if you're gonna really develop a relationship with your client, it takes commitment, it takes effort. You know, Ron and I talk about this all the time, which is that the clients will come and go, but your coworkers are your family that you work with all the time. 67 Remsen, which is a project that I finished a little over a year ago, is really near and dear to my heart. I worked on that project, you know, solo as sort of the project architect and the project manager. It was a developer that owned it. It started out as 10 studio apartments, and they came to us, they wanted to convert it to a single family home, and we converted it into a 4-bedroom, 7.5 bath, 6,000 square foot single family home in Brooklyn Heights. We lowered the foundation of the building and underpinned the neighbor. We put in a commercial elevator, and we put in a bulkhead. We flattened the roof so it could be habitable. It went through all of the different New York agencies, so it was landmarked. So that's a whole process in and of itself. A way to grow is like to be willing to change and kind of always be open to going back, looking at what, you know, you could have done differently and being open to making those changes. It's okay to be like, you know, have fears in the beginning. It's okay to question yourself, but then, you know, ultimately trust yourself, and know that like you'll grow, you'll get more confidence, you'll learn more. Like no way you're gonna know everything when you get out of school. You don't. So you just have to allow yourself to be patient and know that like over time, I think especially in this industry, architects, construction managers, like you have to just give yourself time to learn. Because if you really have an understanding of like how it's built, and sort of the trials and tribulations of that, it will make you a better architect. I think going out, listening to people, networking, you know, find a mentor.
And since everyone here is a student, like what is one part of your education that you still utilize or remember, and like what is one thing you wish you had focused on?
I went to the Boston Architectural College in Boston first, and it's a practice curriculum school, which is bananas. So you like work during the day, full time, you go to school at night, and you don't have a life. But the idea is really good because the idea is that you're learning, and you know, you're learning stuff in school and then you're applying it at work. So when you come out of it, it's like you're a professional already. The job that I ended up getting, I really liked. And so then I was like, maybe I'll just like take a little break from school and I'll just work for a while. And the economy was really good. It was like a while ago. So one day just said, you know what? I think I want to learn about architecture large scale. And the interior part was like cool and exciting, but I wanted a little bit more. So I went to Pratt, but I had all this practical experience. And so it was really difficult to sort of like get that out of my head.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, I would do a project and I'm like, well, that wouldn't work. And my instructor would be like, don't worry about it. Let it go. You don't need to know what the end result is going to be at the beginning.
So which part of your mind starts working first when you approach a project? Is it the more technical
Yes.
side or the more creative side?
The technical.
Yeah.
Yeah.